Welcome back, everybody. Take a break, Stephen Shamus.
Good to see you, my friend. How's it going today?
Good. I still don't have anything on my wall, so I'm still trapped in my padded cell.
You're still a prisoner at the Arkham Asylum?
Yes, exactly. Yep. Yeah. Me, the Riddler, and Joker. The only two people.
I can't see your hands. You might be. Are you shackled as well?
Exactly. Yeah.
If
I need to tap something, I'm gonna hit with my nose.
So you can't hurt yourself.
That's it.
You can't hurt yourself, Alex. All right. What do we got today, Alex?
Some fun stuff as always. We're gonna do a little bit of the Marvel Independent Shuffle. We're gonna do House of Slaughter, which is a Tynion book. Which, if you don't know that name by now, you should be buying almost everything he does. We're gonna do Iron Cat, and I'm not gonna explain any of it because I want you to just think about what Iron Cat even means. It's exactly what you think. Invincible.
And I said land. Stop! Get up.
I'm actually getting used to this a little.
That's not good.
You need to be better. After everything he's done, how can I live up to all that?
Which we haven't talked about since I think, maybe even year, first 2 months we talked about Invincible, but this book is now way hotter than normal. We're going to talk more Star Wars because it's unstoppable. We're going to talk Asajj, Ventress, Mace, Windu. And then we're going to talk about evil Miles Morales, because not all Miles Moraleses are created equal.
Yeah, there's a lot to take in, a lot to soak in today, Alex.
Yeah.
Some books that are really flying high that I bet if you're smart and savvy, you can go to a show and pick up before the other speculators pick them up.
Yes.
All right, Alex, what are we starting off with today?
We're going to talk about House of Slaughter.
House of Slaughter. Alex, what is this book about?
This is a new book by James Tynion, and it is a sequel to Something is Killing the Children, which is hugely popular. Hugely popular book. Every issue sells out. The number ones keep going crazy. They're not stopping. When you see James Tynion name attached to an independent book, I think no matter what, you just buy number one. You have to. And I was late to the James Tynion train by far. And Nice House on the Lake, wonderful book. This is really good. Something's Killing Children, really good. It's kind of like horror genre stuff. But this book is brand new. I think we're only like 6 months out from the first issue, and it's just like everybody thought it is. It's already caught fire.
So let me ask you a question. If you were at Emerald City Comic Con and there was an exclusive cover, would you buy it?
For this one, I would 100% buy it. Yes.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to pass on.
There hasn't been one. No, I would buy this one. I would seek out. I would go to the booth. I would wait in line.
I don't know. You missed out on all the other ones, Alex. All right. House of Slaughter, number one, cover A, Chris Shahan, October of 2021. There are 299.8s. It's only a $55 book. We're not at the good stuff yet. Werther Del Adera, cover B. There are 91 9.8s. That's about a $75 book.
Wow, these are all new pops too, because it's October 2021.
Mm-hmm. Chris Shahan foil cover C, 1 in 10 variant, 215 9.8s.
Pretty high.
$75. Yeah, people are playing the pop game over here. The blank sketch cover D is only about a $15 raw book. Okay. Werther Del Adera foil cover E, 1 in 25 variant, 63 9.8s. That's about $100. Then there's the Alvaro Martinez Bueno cover F, 1 in 50 variant, 102 9.8s. That's about $100. Then there's the Jenny Frison cover G, 1 in 100 variant, 64 9.8s. That's about $150. Then there's the Jenny Frison foil cover H, 1 in 200 variant, 52 9.8s. 52 9.8s on a 1 in 200 variant, Alex.
That's a lot. That might be most of them. 80%.
Right. 1 9.9. That's about a $275 book.
Wow.
Then there's the Mike Del Mundo cover I, 1 in 500 variant, 31 9/8 on a 1 in 500 variant.
That's bananas.
Okay. That's $300 to $400. Then there's the Gabriel Del Otto cover J, 1 in 1,000 variant. And there's 24 of those in 9.8 with 1 9.9. That's an $800 to $1,000 book. And then there's the Chris Shahan Virgin cover K, the 1 per store. You love the 1 per stores.
Love them.
31 9.8s, and that's about $150 book. So Once you start getting into these bigger variants, and I got to tell you, I mean, if you think about 24 9.8s in 1 in 1,000, that's 24,000 books. If you evenly divided all the, I mean, that's big, Alex.
It's big. And the 1 in 1,000 being between 800 and 1,000. Let's say that the books were returnable and any store could order 1,000 and then whatever wasn't sold, they could return them. That's still a very high ratio variant. 1,000 books. That means people had to put up enough money for 1,000 books ahead of time, hoping that they sell them. $800 to $1,000. If I was a store and I got $1,000 ratio variant, I'm pricing it $1,000. So we're looking at almost cover price right now for those. I would spend the money now until it gets optioned for a movie, and then that's now a $2,000 to $3,000 book.
Right. That's because you're a big shot, Alex. That's because you're a big shot.
I'm a high roller.
All right, what do we got next, Alex?
We're gonna talk Iron Cat.
Is that an Iron Man Black Cat?
Correct. You got it the first time. Yes.
Explain this to me, Alex.
Essentially, Felicia Hardy gets an Iron Man suit and becomes Iron Cat. So it's Marvel loving to smash things together, and just like why not? It's fun.
Why is this book so much money? Why is this book so much money?
I think it's just it's you're looking at the what is it, like a Squirrel Girl or a Gwenpool type character where it's just a fan favorite. It's silly. It's fun. They didn't print a million of these. Why not?
Got it. Okay. Black Cat number 11, J. Scott Campbell cover, June of 2020, 29 blue label, 21 gold label, 9.8s. These are $60 raw. You can't find them graded. Jeez. Jed McKay story, CF Villa art. Okay. Then there's the Greg Land Marvel Zombies variant edition, 9 blue label, 5 gold label, 9.8s. Those are about $80 raw. Then there's the Black Cat number 12, the following issue, J. Scott Campbell cover, October of 2020, 20 blue label, 22 gold label, 9.8s. That's about a $60 raw book. Again, Jed McKay story with CF Villa art. Then the big one, Scan variant cover, 16 blue label, 9.8. It's about a $400 book at 9.8. It's $60 to $80 raw. It's the best and the first cover. Yes. It's a really great image on the cover. So that one is really crazy, Alex.
It's bananas that it's still a thing.
All right. Well, you don't get to decide.
It's true. It's true.
All right. Alex's pick of the week. What do you got for us, Alex?
Last week I talked about promo books, which of course is my favorite thing. And the second favorite thing in promo books is fast food restaurant promo books. And oddly enough, Valiant promo books. So in the early 90s, before Valiant became, they got the gold key characters and you got your Exo Manowar. They were doing, the Nintendo series books, which are very hard to find and very expensive. But they also did a couple promo books really early on in like the really early 90s. One of them is Kenny Kid and Hop Hop, which is a KFC promo book about a kid that has gets in a KFC flying car and he has a superhero sidekick named Hop Hop, who's a bunny. The book
sounds silly. It sounds silly.
Extremely silly. But the thing is, these are early Valiant comics that they're Valiant produced comics that are promos. These are not easy to find. There's one on eBay right now for $5,000 and it's a Spanish version. There's only one on eBay. Like, these are not easy to find.
Do you have one?
I do not. I'm watching them. I'm trying to find one. And there's another one. I think it's like Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. It was another Valiant promo book. That's also very hard to find in good shape.
I'm going to take a wild guess that you loved Kraft Macaroni and Cheese as a kid.
Of course. Look at me. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. Of course. I haven't had it in years, though. I will say I did quit it. So, that's positive.
Got it. All right. What do we got next, Alex?
A little independent book. You might have heard of it. A little independent cartoon called Invincible on some Amazon Prime.
Yeah, so we got to talk about these whatnot versions because they are off the charts. So all we're going to talk about today are the whatnot versions. What is a whatnot version? Say that. That's hard to say. What is a whatnot version?
What is a whatnot version? What is a whatnot version? Whatnot is an app. It's a new selling app, and a lot of comic people are jumping on it because essentially it's a live eBay. So you can put up a comic, you can show everybody, hey, is anybody interested in this comic? 4 people can be on chat saying, yeah, that sounds good. And they'll put it up, okay, $5. You put it in the system, $5. And then us as the people watching can log into our thing and live bid on it. So it's live bidding on collectibles. So Whatnot joined the kind of collectible market really quickly, not even a year ago, maybe 7-8 months ago. And people started jumping on that app. They did a big booth at New York Comic Con. They were at all the big shows last year. And then they started doing their own comics, in partnerships with Image. So Image and Skybound will do like the Skybound Whatnot app. So they pull it, we have 10 hardcovers of Walking Dead left of these exclusive covers. Who wants them? They put them up, they bid them, they go out. And these are books that were specifically made for Whatnot.
Got it. Well, these books are absolutely insane, Alex. Yeah. Invincible #1, August of 2021, Tyler Kirkham, Whatnot edition, 34 blue label, 3 gold label, 9.8. It's about an $800 book. It reprints Invincible #1. It's a Whatnot.com exclusive, as we said.
Yep.
Then there's the Tyler Kirkham Whatnot Virgin edition, 20 blue label, 2 gold label, 9.8. That's a $650 book. Then there's the Whatnot Gold Edition, 17 blue label, 10 gold label. That's a $4,000 to $4,500 book, limited to 150. Then there's the Whatnot Sketch Edition, 11 blue label, 1 gold label. That's about a $400 book. And that wraps up the August of 2021 reprint. Then they reprinted it again a few months later, January of 2022, with a Tyler Kirkham.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
New cover, new character. January 2022, Tyler Kirkham Whatnot edition, 43 blue label, 3 gold label, 9.8s. There's 1 9.9. That's a $1,000 book.
Wow.
Also, same reprint. The gold foil edition is also limited to 150 this time. 8 blue label, 1 gold label, 9.8. That's a $4,000 to $4,300 book, just like the other version.
Yeah.
And then the limited to 500 on the sketch edition again. 12 blue label, 1 gold label with 1 9.9. That's a $750 book, 400 to 600 raw. And then there's the Virgin edition, 22 blue label, 1 gold label. It's a $300 to $400 raw book.
Oof.
So these books are absolutely insane, Alex.
That's bananas. Yeah, these are not. Yeah, and you're not finding more. These aren't in boxes. These are all private collectors and maybe some dealers.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, what's next, Alex?
Asajj Ventress.
Yeah, so talk to me a little about this character and Mace Windu.
Don't mind if I do. Asajj Ventress was a character that was first shown in the Clone Wars cartoon, but the Jindy Tavarsky one, the one from pre the CG long-running series, but she ends up being a character in the long-running Clone Wars series. You don't see her in the movies. She is a Sith Jedi who is essentially the Padawan to Count Dooku. Count Dooku is her master, and Darth Sidious is Dooku's master. She, at the end of the series, she doesn't die. I think she's still alive. But if a character is still alive when a cartoon series or book series ends, saying that they're probably going to end up in live action is probably pretty easy right now, since everybody's showing up in live action. And this is also a super fan favorite. Everybody loves Asajj Ventress. So why not? Why not have these go out of control?
Your eyes light up every time we talk about Star Wars stuff.
I do love a good Star Wars. I love it.
You're ready to go. You are.
I don't even have to look it up. I love it.
I know. Star Wars Jedi, Mace Windu, no number, February of 2003, 155, 9.8. $625.
Wow.
First appearance of Asajj Ventress in comics, John Ostrander story, Jan Duursema and Dan Parsons art with a Jan Duursema cover. Star Wars Republic number 60, December of 2003, 47 9.8s. That's about a $350 book. These are decent, hefty prices for these books, by the way.
Yes.
Origin of Asajj Ventress, Hayden Blackman story, Thomas Giorello art with a Brian Ching cover. All right, Alex, what are we closing up with tonight? These books are hot.
Let's talk Evil Miles Morales.
Is that like Dr. Evil?
Yeah, well, it's the complete opposite of Miles Morales. So yeah,
you have to do this when you talk.
Is it the left one? Is it like the flag where it's the right one, or is it the left one? I don't know.
How much money will it take?
$1 million. Classic right. Mike Myers.
Okay, go ahead. Tell us about Evil Michael Myers. Evil Miles Morales.
We love Michael Myers here. He's not evil, but Evil Miles Morales. So when we talked earlier about last week about Earth 616 and the regular Marvel universe and the non-Marvel universe. So when the Ultimate Universe had a Peter Parker who died, Miles Morales took over as Spider-Man. Well, they collapsed the universes, and the Ultimate Universe and the regular universe is now Marvel 616. But it was a Miles Morales in the regular Marvel universe already, because it's just a parallel universe. And this one was best friends with Kingpin, and he was older and he was a bad guy. He eventually leaves and goes back. He goes to the Ultimate Universe and lives his life out. But, there's this whole side story with Miles where his anger kind of takes control over him. And, they play a lot of this, like, could he turn evil if he gives into his anger? But this is what would happen if Miles Morales did turn evil. He would be Kingpin's best friend.
Got it. All right. So here we go. Spider-Man 2, that's plural.
Yes.
Number 1, Sarah Pichelli cover from September of 2017, 214 9.8s. It's about a $180 book. Also has Armadillo and Taskmaster appearance, Brian Michael Bendis story with Sarah Pichelli art. Then there's the Daniel Acuna variant cover, 43 9.8s. That's a $20 to $25 raw book. The Jesus Saiz Connecting variant edition, 38 9.8. 9.8s. That's $175. Kadir Nelson 1 in 10 variant cover, 72 9.8s. That's about $150. David Marquez 1 in 25 variant cover, 35 9.8s. That's a $40 to $50 raw book.
Those are low numbers.
Yeah, the Julian Tedesco 1 in 50 variant cover, 65 9.8s. That's about $1,200.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Fried Pie edition, there's only one 9.8. That's about a $20 raw book.
Interesting.
Then on the Sarah Pichelli Marvel Unlimited edition, there's 11 9.8s. That's about a $400 book, $65 raw, but it has a Thanos cover on it.
Right.
So it's not as desirable. Now, here's where it gets good. The Michael Turner Aspen Comics Edition A. It has Peter Parker Spider-Man on the cover. There's 102 9.8s. It's about $100 and it's $20 raw. You can still buy them, limited to 3,000. You can still buy them at the Aspen store.
I would do that. Yeah, I would do.
Then there's the Michael Turner Aspen. Yeah, then there's Michael Turner Aspen Comics Edition B. It's Peter Parker with Mary Jane, limited to 1,500. 71 9.8s. It's a $30 raw book, also available on aspenstore.com. And here's the one you want: Michael Turner Aspen Comics Edition C. This has the Miles Morales cover on it. This is the best cover of all of them. Limited to 1,000, 133 9.8s. It's about $300. That's the one I would buy, but you could still buy it for $125 raw. I think they're still selling. I think they're still selling the sets of 3 on Aspen.com. But that's the one you want because that one has the character on the cover.
Still cheaper than a CGC. Buy it, slab it. You're still saving money.
Yeah, and then the last one is Sarah Pichelli Blue Logo second print.
Of course,
came out October of 2017. 1 month later. 21 9.8s. It's about a $300 book.
Crazy.
$50 raw. So I think that covers Evil Miles Morales
for now, until he comes back and takes over the universe.
So we are on the road to 100, Alex. We are one episode closer.
Yep. We're at 98 today. Two more to go.
I'm excited. It was great catching up with everybody this week. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the field below, and we will see everybody next week. Same bad time.
Same bad channel.